AJayPay. AJayPay.
Hey, what is going on, YouTube? You got AJayPay bringing you an OU battle against BeFoRe482 something 2. Forgot the numbers for it. I think his name means before. And this was a pretty good, it's a good match. Because I'm playing against an experienced player. I have no experience because I've seen it plenty of times on the Spawn and Wi-Fi battle. We're just going to go ahead and get started right away, as he's going to lead off with the Mammoth Swine. I'm going to lead off with the Terrakion because I'm thinking he might have led off with this. And even if he led off with Skarm, I don't think he would go for Brave straight off the bat. And I do have the Focus Sash. As he predicts my close combat, it switches into Skarmory. And I'm like, alright, that's fine. My Sash is still intact. Even if he does go for it, it's fine. But he has Rocky Helmet. I'm just like, oh, that's a problem. But I'm thinking maybe he's going to go for his hazards right away. Or he's going to roar with me. So I'm not going to switch out. I'm just going to go for the close combat. Bluff the choice. As he switches to Chandelier to see if I'm choiced or not. And then he switches out the Mammoth Swine to see if I'm either choice or to predict my switch. I'm not sure which one of the two. But I go for the Stone Edge because I honestly didn't really care about this Terrakion at this point. If he did kill me with Chandelier, that would have meant he was Scarf or I missed Stone Edge. But he's going to switch out again, fearing the close combat. And close combat at this point is going to be a 2-hit KO from this range on this Skarmory. But at the same time, I am going to be taking a lot of damage from the Rocky Helmet. That's really fine because Terrakion is kind of frail due to its typing, I guess. But either way, I take out the Skarmory, which is really good because now I probably took out his Spiker and possibly even his Stealth Rocker if his Mammoth Swine does not have Stealth Rocks. But I think it probably does. But Conkeldur's going to come in. It's pretty obvious that the Mach Punch is coming. So I'm going to switch out, save my Terrakion for later. There's really no point in me wasting him at the moment. So I go into my Dragonite. And I know from Stealth Rock's damage with the Conkeldurr, Draco will kill it one hit. But I wanted to see, if full health Draco can kill it in one hit. So, YOLO, however, it doesn't kill it. So that's really YOLO right there because Dragonite's only going to live once and die from an Ice Punch. So Dragonite kind of did a job, but at the same time, Dragonite wasn't really too important in this match. I didn't really need it too much, so that's why I kind of decided to test the waters there. So I switch into my Rotom. I know he's going to switch into Celebi because he's going to save Conkeldurr for later, because Conkeldurr is one of the big threats in my team. With this team, I know what are the big threats. I know what hits it can take, what hits it can dish out on each poke. That's why I went to full switch, knowing Celebi would come in. I can switch in my Weavile, and I see leftovers on this thing, so it's probably a defensive set. If it's defensive, then it's going to live. If it's not defensive, it's going to die. But if it does live, the best thing it can hit me with is a Hidden Power Fire. And that won't kill me because Weavile does have a respectable special defense. It's just that its defense and typing is really crappy. So yeah, I do live it. I'm just glad he doesn't really carry Hidden Power Fighting. But why would he carry Hidden Power Fighting? It would be Focus Blast, right? Either way, I do take out the Celebi, so that's pretty good at all. Weavile's doing its job. Weavile is such a big threat to OU. I should just people use it. But he's going to make a really good play here, switching to Conkeldurr. The Scout to see if I have the Ice Shards. Now, I knew he might have would have done this because he's done this before in the beginning of the match. But I didn't see the risk of me not going for it because even if he did, I knew he'd switch out to this and I could see if he has leftovers, which he does not. So I'm thinking he's either Choice or Life Orb. So I go into my Fortress thinking he might overpredict. And even if he does go for the Fire Blast, I'd lead down the sturdy. I can see what kind of item he has, and so far it's looking like he's really choice. So now, he's gonna switch. I don't remember this part of the play. Oh yeah, he's gonna switch into his Starmie as I go for the Stealth Rocks. Now, I knew he'd go into this as well, but I wanted to set up Stealth Rocks first. I wanted to see if he'd go for the Rapid Spin to see if he'd be Life Orb. As he does go for the Rapid Spin, he's not Life Orb, so I go for the full switch just to get switch initiative, and as you're going to see here in a second, he's going to have leftovers, so he's more of a bulky set, so therefore I can kind of play around this thing a bit better, and Rotom Wash can definitely live a lot of hits from this thing, considering that I am special defensive. Now, I could go for the full switch right here, but I know it won't kill it from this range. It's going to be left at red, so I'm just going to go for the Hydro Pump just in case he overpredicts, and just to weaken him in general. Luckily, I don't miss, and now a Volt Switch can definitely take him out from this range. And that's what I'm going to go for right now, as he's just going to go for another Psychic. This Psychic is not going to be doing anything. You know what, Death Star? Wash your mouth. Wash your mouth. But I will switch out of there. And then I have this really stupid plan. I don't know why I do this. I go to Terrakion, like, oh, once I go to Terrakion, he's going to switch to Conkeldurr. And then he's going to overpredict, go for a Bulk Up, and not go for the Mach Punch. And if he does go for the Mach Punch, I'm going to live. No. No. That's stupid to me. Conkeldurr so powerful, even with Mach Punch. Iron Boosted, super effective. Probably max attack stab. Oh my god. Nothing on his team really wants to take a Hydro Pump at this point, as he has 3 pokes left that don't want to take it, so I just go for it anyways. And he switches into Mamoswine. I guess Mamoswine wasn't important to him anymore because Conkeller is obviously really important to him because it's still a big threat to my team regardless, even though I do have stuff to outspeed it at this point. It's at such a low amount of health. Chandelier is going to come in. I switch out just in case if he is actually Scarf, even though I know for sure that he's Specs because that does a lot to my Fortress, but I'm pretty sure he Specs at this point, but I didn't really want to take the risk because I'm still not that great at calculating, especially Chandelier. I haven't really seen a lot of my Fortress taking a lot of hits from Chandelier. It's just that Shadow Ball looks like it's done a lot. Unfortunately, he gets a crit here. I wanted to set my rocks because I didn't know how much health Conkeller was at, and I wanted just a first year cure with Ice Shards with Weavile. But I guess I have to do it with the Heatran instead. I get to show all my Pokemon in this game. And then I'm just going to proceed to knock him out with the Earth Power. This Heat Rash is still going to go on. I like the scratch, you know. Ooh, it feels so damn good. Especially on the back with the back scratcher. He's going to go for the Mach Punch. I know I can live one because Heatran and Legendary Pokemon have a respectable amount of bulk. And I'm just going to proceed to knock him out with the Earth Power. So the Heat Rash is still going to go on. That's going to be a 3-0 victory on my part, as we're going to go to the key play of the battle, which is going to be me staying with Terrakion. That way he will not set up his Stealth Rocks, because if he had Stealth Rocks up, he may have had me switch out more. My pokes would have took a damage, and then I may have possibly lost the game. And this also probably ruined his flow as well, because he was kind of thinking I may be experienced or predicting. He was over predicting too much in general. But then again, I was making some unorthodox plays by staying in, not worrying about dying. But regardless, that was still a very good game. BeFoRe, you're a very good player, to be honest, because I think I played him before and he kicked my ass the first time. But that was like a year ago, like in Black and White, I guess. But yeah, he's a good player, so don't let this game like affect your opinion of his playing style / his playing skill. And I'm trying to get some more closer games, but unfortunately I can't really get any closer games at the moment because on Wi-Fi I just keep on winning. But if you want to see closer games and me actually losing, because I actually do lose a lot on Showdown, I guess I can post a Showdown battle for you where I get my ass whooped, because once in a while I get my ass whooped on Showdown, and then when I win on Showdown, I barely win. It's actually close games. I wish I can get that on Wi-Fi because people like the Wi-Fi scene better than Showdown, which is understandable because I am the same like that. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and that about does it for me. So like if you like, comment if you like, and subscribe if you like, and I'll see you guys later.